If I'm not mistaken, this is the branch office for the largest syndicate in the East, Hayway, isn't that right? I'd rather not pay them a courtesy visit. Yes, I heard they're in league with my imposter. We should stay clear of them. I don't get what the big deal is. Hayway, huh? I like it. I'd give that name 45 points. Man, it gets old feeling the EDF steer daggers into me. It's hard to stay motivated with how much they've hampered my work. Maybe I should get a can of coffee to help kick me out of this rut. Man, the Supreme Leader really is something else. What a speech. That's right, you should write all about his glory. I planned... Who's this? Oh, you're just a kid. Hey, it's dangerous out here. You should stay inside. Duly noted, thanks for the tip. The news service is the best way to relay the Supreme Leader's power to the citizens. We're willing to cooperate with their coverage so long as it doesn't get in the way of our work. It's a shame we can't contact anyone on the outside, but that's all the more reason to do everything in our power here. And since Grace isn't breathing down my neck this time, maybe I should take this chance to get some real work done. That group has a really interesting dynamic. Is it just me, or were there actually 4 of them? So if you did not do that side quest in Azure, you wouldn't know that Rhines is a Liberalian spy. So keep in mind you have Kilika from Calvard, you have Lecter from Erebonia, and you have Rhines from Liberal. The time I have to make deliveries has been seriously cut due to all the inspections the EDF has been demanding. It sucks. But that means I don't have time to be sitting around like this. Can we go in here? Yeah, Ellie McDonald's staying in our morgue with a few other allies. So Pete McDonald's there and doing well. He should make a full recovery. That's a relief. Wish we could report any of this, but the damn Evan Defense Force is breathing down our necks. It's like we're under Imperial rule again. Worse, actually, with everyone acting out of their minds. I'm sick and tired of shelving my article about Crossbow becoming independent. Got the same sense even from all the way in Armorica. It's bizarre how badly Rufus Alberea has the people wrapped around his finger. Hard to ignore how the similarity to what the curse was doing to people last year. I bet Reen would have a few answers. Anyway, thanks for dropping by, Rex. It's good to talk with someone who still has their head on the shoulders. No problem, I'm your man. This is Grace we're talking about. We probably don't have anything to worry about, but still. Comms just had to get cut off now of all times. Talk about rotten luck. Really hope Grace is hanging in there over in the Empire. As their boss, it's hard not to worry with communications down on top of everything else going on at the moment. Hope Grace is doing okay out there. Don't get me wrong, I trust that she can handle herself. It's just hard not to worry when we can't get a hold of her. I can't believe some of my own reporters are demanding permission to write fluff pieces praising the Supreme Leader. Never in a million years I think such bootlickers would emerge within our own ranks. Just thinking about it gives me a migraine. Can we go upstairs this time? Nope. All the employees are on the 2nd floor. It looks so fun up there. Sorry, but rules are rules. It's simply a matter of security around here. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks. We'll get out of your way now. So you're actually able to read up on old stuff here. That makes me think we probably don't get access to the library, do we? Another typo. They must be on patrol. Or... yeah, I don't see another way to do that one. They must be on patrol. Are these the Panzer Soldates we've heard about? Shocked to see them deployed in the city, all the more reason not to get in a fight with one of those things. Soldats or not, we can't afford to be spotted by the enemy. Let's put some distance between us. And here's the Shio Ramen stand. Curfew doesn't officially begin until after sundown, but it's pleasing to see the citizens going out as little as possible. It saves me from expending additional energy while patrolling. I'm impressed at how far you've come. Well done, Koki. I can feel your soul swirling with the noodles in this bowl. For real? Yes, you did well to persevere through these troubled times. It's unfortunate that we have no customers to test your skills upon. Nevertheless, I hereby pass on to you the beginner rank of the Ozel School of Noodles. Continue to push forward in your training. Yes, boss. What is that stuff? I want to try some. Totally know what you mean, but we'll have to save it for later. I was thinking once you've learned the secret techniques of the Ozel School of Noodles and advanced to intermediate, I might have help you establish a branch of your own to operate. Keep working hard. My own branch noodle cart? I'll give it everything I got, boss. And he just says the same thing. So we're gonna grab the Shio Ramen. I'm not actually gonna cash this stuff in immediately, I think. It would be a contender for the Prismatic Cape slot. So that's the Supreme Leader, huh? From a distance, he really does look exactly like our Rufus, other than his haircut. You'd struggle to tell them apart. Shit, is our cover blown? Isn't he one of Heiwei's top brass? We can't take any chances, we must move at once. I think we're good now. We should be able to get to the entertainment district up ahead now. Is it just me, or are there lots of people here? It isn't just you. We'll have to take proper precautions. Wow, some crowd, huh? They must be watching whatever's on the screen. It's your fake, boss. It appears to be a recording.
As you well know, Western Zemuria is in a lamentable state. Jirai and North Ambria have become frequent targets of terrorism, and racial conflict remains rife throughout the Calvard Republic. Evil is no longer a seedling to be uprooted with ease. It has bloomed and dispersed corruption across the entire continent. Yet all hope is not lost. I ask that you remember the ideals of the late Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. He understood that if we could not eradicate evil in parts, that we must then be united as a whole through armed might. If we forego a unified system to divide and allocate our resources where they are best needed, we will never know true peace. That is why I, Rufus Alberea, the successor to His Excellency's legacy, have vowed to bring our many great nations together. We cannot let evil continue to sow its seeds. We must fight back for the sake of humanity's future, for the sake of our world's future. And should any neighboring country to which I extend this warm invitation refuse, they will receive due judgment for their arrogance.
This is just crazy. No two ways about it. And the boss is crazier for wanting to stop him. No two ways about it times two. I'll take that as a compliment. What's he talking about? United as a whole. Forcing it through armed might is no better than terrorism. Good on Crossbellins for pushing back. I'm surprised. I figured they'd make quick work of anyone speaking ill of them. Look, the channel's changed. Ilya Platier from Arc&CL. This one looks like a live feed. He is right. If we just keep waiting for peace to happen, it'll never come. Crossbell is the economic hub of Zemuria. Our job is to lead and pave the way for the rest of the world. Every word Supreme Leader Rufus has said rings true. He's the very symbol of hope for our future. Something about these people is making me uncomfortable. Say, Nadia? Rufus, why are you just standing there? I'm bored of this. Let's go elsewhere, please. Rufus? Hey, Rufus, are you listening? Swin, Nadia, why aren't you talking to me? Are you bullying me? Huh? Wait, Rufus! Nadia, Swin! What's going on?
Mercuria. Over here. Whoa! Check out all the dolls! It's LP as far as the eye can see. I'll thank you to remember that I'm a Rosenberg doll. I'm in a different league compared to those garden variety specimens.
And yet, some of these were in fact made by the studio of which you speak.
Really? Oh, you're right! This perfectly sculpted masterpiece is unmistakably a Rosenberg.
You have our thanks. Now, would you prefer Angel of Slaughter or Wren Bright?
Call me whatever you like, Jade Rook. I suspected something wasn't right about our new Supreme Leader, and seeing you explains why.
I've heard you were an astute one, and you do not disappoint.
Someone you know?
Not on a personal level, no. But we are familiar with one another's backgrounds.
I honestly didn't expect to meet you quite like this. Though, truth be told, my interest is mostly in her.
You are associated with Jörg Rosenberg, if I'm not mistaken. She is. He did a lot for me in the past. I guess you're the same as us, then. So it seems. My name's Wren Bright, and since fate has brought us together, what say we make the most of it? If you're a friend of the Meister, I suppose we were bound to meet eventually. My name is Swin. I'm Nadia. I have a feeling you and I are going to be two peas in a pod. What a coincidence, I was just thinking the same thing. We totally have the same vibe. This would be heartwarming if it wasn't borderline chilling. Incidentally, if I may ask, since you are aware of her existence, might you have heard something about her from the Meister? Not as much as you're likely hoping, I'm afraid. He contacted me a short while ago. All he mentioned is that she exists. He also asked me to help her if she ever needed it. So you don't know anything about her background, then? I'm afraid not. Sorry to disappoint you. Then our objective remains unchanged. We should make for the Rosenberg studio. Oh, that's where you're headed? Then might I join you? I haven't been there for some time, but it seems to have been occupied by someone exceptionally unpleasant. I was thinking of giving the place a little spring cleaning, but it's a little too much for me to handle alone. Then we would be glad to have you as our guide. I wonder what Jingo would say if she knew we'd added another kid to our picnicking group. Welcome to the Imperial Picnicking Front, Wren. That is not our name. Before we depart, there is one more thing we should confirm. Yeah, I don't want to run into trouble like we did earlier again. What did we witness in the entertainment district before you came to save us? It's a form of mind control employed by the Supreme Leader. Seriously? So he's brainwashing people. The principle is similar, but it works somewhat differently. It can be used across a wide area and the effects are cumulative. I was able to save you with Orbital Arts earlier because its effects hadn't fully set in yet. But the residents of Crossville who've been exposed to it multiple times won't be as easy to save. and the weapon bringing about this form of mind controls Ilya Pladir's dance. So it seems, although I still don't know exactly how it all works. But alas, now the fallen Sun Princess casts shadows over everyone's hearts like that of an eclipse. So that's how they're able to keep the people in control despite how forcefully they took over Crossbell. I hope RX is okay. Regardless, I think we've established it is not something we are capable of countering at present. Let us be off. LP, time to mosey. Just a minute. If you don't hurry up, we're gonna sell you to the shop. Then you'll be stuck in a display case, unable to move, just like those dolls. There'll be no more walking, talking, or yummy desserts for you ever again. I'm coming, I'm coming! You big meanie.
Well, well, are those customers I spy?
Just window shoppers.
What a peculiar bunch you are.
Wait, when did you put that on? I thought it was broken. I always carry a spare. You arrived at just the right time. I'm about to get going. Thank you for taking care of me these past few days. Think nothing of it, dearie. Are you headed off with these people, then? That's right. I can tell you're in for quite a hoot. Oh, no doubt. Stars above. I see that old man made himself a new model. Just look at how expressive she is. This woman scares me. I'm impressed you're able to tell she's a Rosenberg so quickly. I couldn't convince you to part with her, could I? I'll make it more than worth your while. You won't regret it. How much are we talking? Gosh, now I'm tempted. How could you even think of selling me? You can drop the act now, Nadia. I'm afraid she is not for sale, ma'am. We still have need of her ourselves. I see, that is a shame. Well, my offer still stands if you ever change your mind. So were we able to shop there? Incidentally, the mask is probably meaningless for him there, because if anyone in the Crossbell knows his identity, it would be Imelda, being an information broker. Time to make our way for the Mainz mountain path. What a fun little gadget this is. Snagged one for yourself during last year's spy debacle, I'm guessing. Correct. You never miss a beat, do you? So I'll actually have to see if they make that into something for Black. How unfortunate. I'd take good care of her if you left her in my hands. Anyway, be careful if you head to that factory. I wouldn't want her to get scratched. I'll keep her in pristine condition.
Oh, what'll it be?
So we grab 2 of those. And we're broke, boys.
Come again?
So yeah, that's a step down from the tiara. All recreational facilities in the district are prohibited from opening. They say that indulging in fun at a time like this could steer people away from their patriotic duties. It's not like I'm hard for cash, so it's fine if I can't make bank now, but still. Seeing the frown on a customer's face when I tell them we're shut down is the worst part of my day. Let's see if there's a recipe at Grant. Here's the Barker. Can't open anything here right now, on paper that is. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Of course we'll be in a big pile of trouble if the EDF finds us. Try to keep that fun fact to yourselves. Nope. Fortunately, even the Ebon Defense Force doesn't have the resources to keep an eye on every nook and cranny of the city. On the other hand, Supreme Leader just keeps getting more and more popular, both in the city and on the Orbital Network. It's probably only a matter of time before the back alley is crawling with his supporters. Midnight Fizz. That way we're above 2,500. The club I work at is still secretly open for business, even though we said we're going on an indefinite hiatus. The problem is more and more people are starting to snitch to the EDF, so it might not be too long until the jig is up. Having the good old-fashioned fun. Things are miserable around here these days. So yeah, this place had 20s Chicago vibe with the whole mafia stuff going on in Zero. Now it's like they're in Prohibition era. Gotta watch your speakeasies, otherwise Elliot Ness is gonna show up with his fire axe, and that'll be that. So they spent so much money on that part.
It's got heft.
No, it doesn't. I was about to say, since they spent so much money on that part, we might as well give it a try and see what we get.
It's a good size.
No, that isn't. Time Sepith. Oh, well. Oh, right, now that I think about it, is Ren... Yeah, she actually is in the party now. She's spec'd as a mage, so we can give her this. Let's take a look at her orbment. She has Titania and Vega. Okay, so that's... I was wondering if we were going to get something like that. And that would explain why she skews quite so heavily towards arts instead. And I want to make her sub Titania then, since that will allow her to sustain. Otherwise, we have Shining. Stupid EP2. I don't have anything to replace it with at the moment. Oh well. Going the wrong way. Quite a number of foreign tourists got caught up in the operation. I feel bad for them enough to stay at their hotels for the time being. That's why I'm here, to make sure they don't come and go without our okay. United Nation of Crosswell has requisitioned this hotel. None may enter without permission. There are almost as many people in the entertainment district as there are in Central Square. All the more reason we can't skip on security. There are still a number of civilians who are criticizing our actions, but I'm sure that once they hear out the Supreme Leader, they'll have a change of heart. Supreme Leader Rufus is the only person who can save Crossbell. I hope people see that sooner rather than later. Lady Ilia looks so dangerous in the dark outfit. I can't just stop staring when I see her. Oh, Adios, my heart's gonna melt. If Lady Ilia stands in support of the Supreme Leader, then her fans stand in support of him along with her. Glory to Lady Ilia, glory to Arkanciel, glory to Supreme Leader Rufus. No matter how many times I see Ilia since her debut as the Duskin Dancer, I can't get over it. She upped her game big time before any of us even had a chance to catch her breath. Sucks to say it out loud, but it makes sense that she was the only one in Arkanciel chosen to represent the nation. Yeah, she worked her tail off for... She's worked her tail off to hog up the spotlight. We still have a chance, okay? The United Nation hasn't been officially founded yet, so the Supreme Leader can still change his mind. Yeah, you're right. I'll show all the mysterious songstresses bewitching darkness that ensnares the heart. How pitiable, none of them appear in their right mind. Frankly, the Crossbell enemy thinks it's a damn shame Arkanciel doesn't have any performances lined up. At least we got the Duskin Dancer's show to look forward to. You've seen her dance, right? It's almost like nothing else in Zemuria. Oh, I almost can't wait to see her again. Let's not go in there right now. Agreed. That mask Ilia is wearing really suits her. She's great as the Fervent Dancer and the Sun Princess, but the Duskin Dancer has that extra little something. I should try and create a flavor based on Ilia's current act. Like, it has a buff attached to it. Let me see that again. Yeah, I don't remember if this, has anything. Like, component-wise, can I use it to trade in for something? Ilia's dance has such a captivating air to it, don't you think? In And the Supreme Leader has so much charisma during his speeches. People like them representing us make me proud to be Crossbellin. Now isn't the time to gamble, now is the time for all of us to come together as one. Our neighboring countries ought to hurry and accept the Supreme Leader's proposals sooner rather than later. Poor Drake. The entertainment district's facilities are closed at this time, not like a bunch of kids would be allowed around the casino if it were open anyway. Run along now. So yeah, this is where we just hop out to the Mainz mountain path. Following this path here will eventually take us to the one leading to the studio. There are monsters wandering around, but I think we can take our chances. We can, yes, but what about you? Oh, you needn't worry about me. I've got my weapon right here. Wow, that's so neat. Why, thank you. So you use a scythe, huh? What a peculiar choice. Its simple design belies just how difficult it is to wield. I can use most weapons, sure, but this one always had my heart. Because it's neat? Because it's perfect for slicing off heads. No! No, indeed, I'm just joking. The more I get to know you, the more I think we're going to be the best of friends. I'd like it if you didn't bond with her over beheading people. By the way, are you familiar with United Fronts? Can't say that I am. Not either. Is it unusual that we don't? It's still in the early stages of development, so not really. It's a new Arcus 2 feature that lets 5 or more people work together. You know, I might have heard something about that. Those students had better teamwork than I gave them credit for, so I've been wondering if there was more to it. I don't know if Reen's group can use a united front on Rufus's group. That may be something if the battle went long enough, but I don't know. It was like a buffed up version of Combat Links. You hit the nail on the head, even the fact that those students were using it. It does have its limitations, like how only those who shared a certain connection at the end of Twilight can use it. I, however, am one of those people, so you might be able to pull it off as long as I'm around. How promising. It's worth the attempt in any event. I agree, there are exactly 5 of us here, so there's no reason not to next time someone tries to play nasty with us. Sounds like a plan to me. So now we can use United Fronts.
How could you, Nadia? How could you think to sell me off to that woman? Oh, how couldn't I when your cuteness is worth a fortune? I wouldn't want to insult you by cheaping out. I'm that cute? Well, that is true. I forgive you.
This was an alarming about-face.
I don't know about you guys, but I never really
Time to
cared
go.
for Ren's English voice actress. I know in Japanese they try to make her sound a little creepy, but in English they make her sound a little old.
Crossbow Cathedral here is pretty famous, isn't it? It's sure ritzy enough to have earned a big name. The building is beautiful, and the air is so clean. I love it.
Guess the brainwashing doesn't have much impact here. It won't hurt to take a quick look around.
Maybe we're all just doing his job for once. Things weren't looking good in the city, so I evacuated here. Just what is going on in Crossbell? Summer will soon be as one, and it'll be all thanks to a Supreme Leader. If you think otherwise, then you have nowhere to call yourself a Crossbellin. What was I just saying? In any event, something strange is going on in Crossbell, so be careful. Can't be any stranger than this old man. Just goes to show the kind of danger Crossbell's in right now. Yeah, there's not too many people over here, so we'll hit this up. This isn't the first time Crossbell's had its back to the wall, but the second we got our independence back, it all falls to hell all over again. How are the folks living here ever supposed to get a good night's sleep? Forgive me for causing you such worry, my love, but please, know I'm doing alright. And it's because I know you're always with me. Tombstone so whether it's impossible to read the engraving. So unfortunately they don't show you all the text there because this is supposed to be the Grimwood family tomb. I don't know if I'm going to put this video up before we get to that point in Azure or not, where that's revealed. You have the Cy McLean grave, Arios' wife, Shizuku's mother, and if I'm here, of course, we're going to go pay a visit to Lloyd's brother. It doesn't seem like the Ebon Defense Force will be coming today. Needless to say, their presence does little to ease our refugees' nerves. Whatever I can do to lessen the burden on their hearts, I will. Ah, it's you all. Did you come all the way to the cathedral to take refuge? Sure, something like that. Well, you're all welcome to visit the classroom over there to keep your mind off things. Mishi and Michette are here too. They're doing what they can to cheer everyone up. But they're having as rough a go as anyone under those suits. But they're still trying hard for everyone's sake. That's amazing. Something that makes me want to do something more to help people during a crisis like this. Still have a lot of respect for my old mentor. Says it takes more to become a good lawyer than simply studying all the time. That's why I'm learning how to prepare medicine, or at least I want to be able to help. What's up, LP? I normally sell drinks in the administrative district for a living. Speaker Mordell has been a regular customer of mine for years too. I make his favorite Acerbic tomato shake all the time. The nurse who was here earlier said he's doing much better now. What a relief. Inspiring, even. May just be a humble juice vendor. But now I want to do everything I can to help my state pull through this. How am I going to help you? You may be asking yourself. Well, by coming up with a new specialty drink to sell. You're welcome to give it a try if you like. Hopefully it'll give you the boost you need. Sounds great. Can I try some, Swin? Can I? I'm not going to stop you. It's your funeral. I've been borrowing the kitchen in the building next door to whip up a few drinks. See a new item on the menu. Give it a try. Should we... Like, I imagine this would somehow do that, but I don't know for sure. I'm just gonna play it safe and buy one of each of these. Go to this side first. Another day, another radio broadcast chock full of propaganda praising the Supreme Leader. Although if we were all to follow him, then we could finally have peace. We'd have nothing to fear ever again. If that's what it takes for us to get our freedom back, then... No, what am I saying? That's crazy talk. Is this what Eugene and Plie have been going through? I can't let my guard down for even a second. That could happen to me too. That was terrifying. Am I taking crazy pills or something? It's like more and more people are supporting Albury by the day. It's not your imagination. There's something fishy going on. Crossbones are supposed to be stronger than this. I could understand anyone being dazed and confused, but blind loyalism? We're better than that. Exactly. Do these people belong to the same theater troupe RX works for? Seems like it. At least they were fortunate enough to elude whatever brainwashing is taking place. Hard to believe even Mishi and Michette had to take refuge here. Thought Arkansas had it rough, but I'd hate to be an actor that has to stay in hate not being able to go home to the land of dreams and wishes. Everyone thought peace had returned, and we were working so hard to put on that commemorative performance. Then all this had to happen again. It's hard to stay optimistic this time. I know that moping around isn't going to solve anything, though. We've got to stay focused and pull through this. Rufus Elberet is a ruthless man if he'll stoop to even brainwashing citizens to get what he wants. Luckily, the effects don't seem to have reached the cathedral, but that may not last. We'll need to be careful. I never expected to see Mishi, Michette, and Arkansas taking refuge here, too. I'd be all over them asking for autographs if the circumstances were different, but alas, now's probably not the best time for that. I know beggars can't exactly be choosers when we're talking about where you take refuge, but truth be told, as much as I like the ambience of this whole place, it sure gets old seeing the same old scenery day after day. Can't believe it's come to this. The only saving grace that I was attending mass when chaos struck the city, so I managed to avoid getting caught up in it. Perhaps that's what the goddess is doing. It makes me wonder. I'm so grateful that nurse came to help when she did. Our stockpile of medicinal herbs has been running low. Her timing couldn't have been better. Yes, the speaker's condition is stable now, so things at the clinic are much calmer. That's why I decided to follow a photographer to town in hopes of helping here. I see, you have my deepest gratitude. We have people here who were injured while fleeing from the city, and others who are suffering from malnutrition. We have basic healing supplements on hand and the like, but that can only get us so far. Having a certified nurse with us is a boon. Brought some extra medical supplies with me from the nursing home. Please use them. I would be most grateful if you could lend a hand. Thank you again, and the best of luck. Michi and Machette are just the cutest. I know they're here for the children first and foremost, but seeing them is lifting my spirits too. They're a godsend. Wait, what am I saying? I'm supposed to be supervising the children. I don't have time to fawn over adorable mascots. I especially need to keep close eye on Vaughn and Ruse. There's no time what those two troublemakers might do. Argosille's people are pretty good in their own right, I guess. But no one can touch my boy. Just look at him up there. Guess I'm a teensy bit biased, though. What else is a proud papa supposed to say? The girl they got in Machette these days isn't half bad. You know, the priest gave me a compress for my back. Maybe I'll throw out and soon join her up there myself. Here you are. Your injuries have really healed up quite nicely. It's all thanks to you. I couldn't have gotten better without you. If I wasn't such a panic like I was, I wouldn't have tripped and injured myself in a spectacular fashion. Think about it now, it was pretty embarrassing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone who was struggling to stay calm given the situation. The fact you regret your actions now means you're a kind person at heart. You needn't feel any guiltier than that. Thank you for everything. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. They take cash. I'll keep an eye on this wound just for a little bit longer to make sure things don't turn for the worse. Thankfully, someone from St. Ursula was able to supply us with medicine. We shouldn't run out anytime soon. Must be tough being Michi and Machette. They don't even get to take the day off with all that's going on. I get it, though. They have an important job, keeping everyone's spirits up. Maybe I won't be so mean to them just this once. Maybe, possibly. So, no kicking Michi, I take it. Michi's the best. I'm fine with not going back to the city if it means hanging out with Michi here. Go, Michi, you're the best. Well, hello. I don't think we've had the pleasure before. My name is Michi. I came all the way from Michelin Wonderland, and this here's my sister, Machette. Everyone's been looking so down lately, so we stopped by to turn those frowns upside down with a few dances. So feel free to join us and make a wishy with Michi. Now you try. Make a wishy with Michi? I don't get it. What's that supposed to mean? Michi and Machette came by to cheer everyone up. No one can stay sad when they hear Machette sing. She knows how to make anyone smile. I think I might join them. All the singing and dancing looks fun. Michi's face is so funny I can't stop laughing. Part of me is still anxious that we still can't go home yet. But hanging out with Michi and Machette has been great. I'm feeling a lot better now. Come on, everybody. We need you up and happy, or else me and my brother are going to be real sad. Trust me, you don't want to see Michi when he's sad. His face gets all mushed up and droopy. It's an awful sight. And Mecha Michi, his screws go flying everywhere. It's a real pain in the keister to fix him up when that happens, trust me. So that's why we all need to have fun together so tragedies like those can be avoided. Is everyone ready? Let's sing Michelin Wonderland's theme song together. That'll give us the big boost of energy we need. Hold on. Did those two seriously flee the city while wearing those costumes the entire time? Why bother? Was keeping up the act really worth all that hassle just so kids wouldn't catch them out of character? Duh, we're talking about a child's innocence here. Do you want them to be scarred for life? I sympathize with the people behind the fur, but everyone's got to do their part to protect their characters. And with that, we've talked to everyone in the cathedral. My mouth is getting a little dry, so I'm going to take a drink once we've run into a fight out here. I'm trying to remember if we might have some of these guys already scanned out. Like, I don't know where the common enemies are, because in Zero and Azure, every area did have its own unique encounters. Oh. So I'm like, why did the assault gauge trigger? I want a drink, damn it. Okay, I ended up getting 4 U materials there, which is helping to get these guys established. A little bit of stuff with math. fast never hurts. Tried to rebuild the CP pools because they're kind of low for the crew. I guess I was kind of successful. A couple healing items. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk all the way back here for these.
Say the word now.
You're new. So I'm not exaggerating, I barely got any U materials from these fights. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna go back. Ooh, this looks fun.
Say the word now.
Let's play. So remember a moment ago when I showed you I only had like 12 U materials for the crew? I just got 7 off that fight.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
True Composer Shawl. So it gives you speed, which means I can probably slap that on Ren. Sadly, you cannot fish from there. In this game, at least.
Just say the word now.
Let's see what's in the next area. Can't hop down. What was that? Is something wrong, Rufus? No, it's nothing. What is this I'm sensing? Choosing continue will cause the main story to advance, not possibly any further in Rufus' story for a brief period. How much longer? I'm so tired. Really, we haven't even walked that far yet. Rosenberg Studio isn't too far from here. And you, are you sure there's nothing wrong? You're acting awfully preoccupied. I simply don't think it's worth mentioning. No, wait. What is that? Looks like a piece of a mirror or something. The design's really weird too. I'd take you for the type to collect trinkets. I'm not. I couldn't tell you where it came from. It just suddenly appeared in my pocket. It what? How could that be possible? I don't know the answer to that, nor do I think we can afford to leave it unanswered. A predicament indeed. So, how much further can we go? So yeah, we're done here. When we pick up in the next video, we'll be hopping over probably to Lloyd and then Reen. I'm really hoping these two are not crossed over like these two were, but my expectations are low. That's the best way to describe it. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.